Hello everyone, thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. In today's video, I have something that would be helpful for people that offer services, like if you have a salon, you offer hair, nail, skin care services, and you're looking to collect your client consent information. So if you offer these types of services, oftentimes your client has to sign a consent form. Now, this is something that can easily be achieved by using a program like Canva, creating a consent form, printing it out, and having them sign it and fill it out when they come for their appointment. And I do sell forms actually, and I will show you what it looks like in my Canva account. So I have an Etsy shop where I sell these consent forms that can be modified and customized and printed out as a PDF and either email to your clients or have them fill it out when they arrive for the appointment. And what you would do when you buy a form like this would be to change your logo, add your information here, so your salon name or your business name here. Look through the questions, make sure they're appropriate for your business. Change the name here. And then what you would do would be to print it out. Okay, this is Canva, by the way. If you haven't used Canva, it's a free program that you can use. And if you do buy my forms, you should be able to use a free account to customize it and use it for your business. So you don't need a pro account. All right, so what you would do would be to click on share, click on download, and you would click on file type and change it to PDF or print because this provides you the best quality if you're going to be printing out these forms. If you're going to be sending it as an email to your clients, you can use PDF standard, save it on your computer, and then you would open it up and print it out. All right, so here is what it would look like. When you download it and save it to your computer, here's what the PDF would look like. And of course, you would just print it out from here. You can make this fillable, and that requires an additional step, an additional program. And I do have a video on how you could do that, and I'll link that if you are interested in that. But the other solution to this, which is the point of today's video, is to actually use Google Forms. The reason why I like Google Forms as an option is that you can easily create your questions. You can customize it very quickly. It's probably easier to use than Canva. If you already have your questions ready to go, all you need to do is basically copy them from your source, paste them here. You can ask a variety of questions. So if you look at this example here, I have placed a banner so it looks more professional for your business. And then what you can do is create the question, so a spot for their email, for their name, phone number, and you can have questions like this, which would allow them to select one or more option. A question like this, which is just a yes or no, they have to choose only one option, and you can make these questions required. Because this is a consent form, you want the client to be able to select yes or no. So they'll read the sentence and they'll have to select yes or no. The reason why I like Google Forms as an option is that it is free. Number two, it is very easy to use. You don't need a lot of technical skills to create one. Number three, you can send this form to your clients and they can fill it out on their computer, on their phone, on their iPad, whatever device they use. You can send it to their email address. You can create a link, make it short, copy the link, and you can email them that link. You can text them that link. Once they get the link, they can open it up in whatever device they have, their computer, their phone, their iPad, their tablet, and they can fill out this form completely remote. And it looks good on whatever device they use. I added this banner, and after adding this banner, I used some of the colors from the banner to customize the form so it looks cohesive. Here's what it looks like on a computer. Like when your client gets the form, they can add their email address, their name, contact number, and just go through these questions and fill it out on their computer or their phone or whatever device they choose to use. All right. So that first part is pretty straightforward, but I want to show you how to take this even further. You can connect Google Forms to Google Sheets. They work hand in hand. So if we were to go over to the next tab right here, you can see a summary of all of the responses that you have received from Google Forms. You can also attach Google Sheets directly to your Google Forms. Because I have already done that step, I'll show you what it looks like in Google Sheets. All right, so here is what it looks like. As you can see, I do have one entry. Okay, that's linked to that form. And I'm going to go back and put in another entry so I can show you what it looks like here and then how we can take this information and convert it to a printable form that your clients can actually sign when they come in to receive the service. All right, so here's the form here. I'm going to fill it out with some generic information. All right, so now that we're back here, you can see that's the information I just entered with the fake client, Lisa Brown. The information has been entered here. Here's the one I entered an hour ago. to test out the form, and here is the second one that I have entered. The next step would then be to take this information and convert it into a form. So here's a form that I designed in Google Sheets. Now this looks just like the form that I designed in Canva. I use the same design style, but what's special about using Google Sheets is that you can then take the information from this tab, right? Your client's information, build in some formulas into the sheets, and the information would appear right here, and then you can take this, print it out, and then have your clients sign in when they come in for their appointments. Remember, we have Lisa Brown as a client we just entered into the Google Forms. I have linked this sheet to this sheet so that any name that has been entered here shows up here. Okay. So right now we have the name we just entered, Lisa Brown. And if I select this name, Lisa Brown, guess what happens? Address shows up here. So this should be email address. I'll just change this. So the email address shows up here. The phone number shows up here. The services she's going to receive that she selected shows up here. And here's what also nice. Her name shows up here that she has consented to the services. So here are the different consent and liability questions or statements that she has agreed to. So yes, yes, yes. Her name shows up here and the date. Okay, so I'm filming this video on the 22nd of April. The date shows up here automatically. What I have also done here is that if you have more than one person offering services to clients, you can add all of their names here. So select the salon representative, the employee that is going to be offering service to the client. So select their name, and then you're ready to print out the form to sign it. So go ahead and click on print, and here's what it looks like. And you go through the steps to print out the form. And of course, if you do want to save a copy of this form, you can do so here, or connect it to your printer and click on print. So that would be the steps that you would go through to have this form ready to print out. If you don't want to have a physical copy signed, you can adjust the questions such that the client's name shows up here and your name shows up here. And all you need to do, of course, is print out the form or just save a PDF copy if you're going completely paper free. I wanted to come back here and show you what it would look like with another example. Here's the new entry for James Brown. And if I go here to client's forms, I'm going to select James Brown because it shows up here automatically. You don't have to do anything. It's all been built in. I select it. You can see that it actually changes here because this is the information specific to the client James Brown. And if I were to go back and change it to Lisa Brown, you can see she selected yes for all of them and the answer matches what she selected. And if I change to Anderson Jamie, she also had yes for all of her responses. What's nice about Google Sheets as well is that you can use it to store as many clients' information as you need. Right now, we have this going all the way down to about 1100, but you can add more rows if you need to store more clients' information. It doesn't really matter how long this is, because when you go to the client form area, all you're doing is selecting one name and the information that you need shows up here. So I hope this was helpful. If you are interested in doing it yourself and you want to see a full tutorial, depending on how many people are interested, I will go ahead and make a step-by-step tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.